These are the ingredients for the Louisiana homemade crunch pound cake. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Diane's Decorating and More. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Today I'm going to be making the Louisiana homemade crunch pound cake. This is a request from my sister Dorothy. She had mentioned to me just last night about how she would like to taste that old-fashioned cake, and I told her, so let me see if I can go through my archives and see what I can find. So I was able to find this recipe here. It's a little twist on it, a little different than what I see other people doing. So tune in, because you will be in for a treat with this particular pound cake. It's a little different than what I'm accustomed to making, because it's more detailed. Okay, so hopefully you'll sit back and enjoy the making of this pound cake. And I wanted to say thank you to the subscribers for tuning into my channel and showing your support. I truly appreciate you guys out there. And to the new subscribers, thank you for joining me, and hope you'll stick around. I guarantee you will be pleased at what you see here on the channel. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with our pound cake for today. Okay, I have already allowed my eggs and butter to be at room temperature. As a matter of fact, I took them out last night to make sure that they would be ready for this morning when I got ready to start the process. And I also have my sugar, 3 cups of sugar. I have the 1 cup of buttermilk, the 5 eggs at room temperature, of course, and we have our brown coconut. Okay, we have our roasted and crushed pecans. Okay, and we have our sour cream right here. All right, and we also have our cream cheese that we're going to do later for the frosting. Okay. And we also have our flavors, okay, or essence or extract. Some people call them different things. And we have 4 of those. We have the coconut, we have the butter, we have almond, and of course vanilla. Okay, and all of those are 1 teaspoon each, and I've added those to the milk already. Okay, to kind of speed up the process when you're doing these cakes, because it can get kind of lengthy in terms of the video. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with putting our butter in here. Okay, okay, and I'm going to let the butter whip for about, I would say 7 minutes or so, until it's fluffy. Okay, because that's the consistency that you want the butter to be prior to adding in your sugar. Okay, and then when you add the sugar in, you're going to still allow it to whip for another, say, 6 to 8 minutes, because you want a total of between 10 to 12 minutes for this to completely combine. Okay. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and get started with that. All right. Okay, so now we are back with adding the sugar. And I'll show you what that looks like right quick with the see the consistency, okay, of the butter. See how that looks? Okay, that's what you want it to look like. All right, so we're gonna scrape all this off of here. Good down off in there. Get all of that off of there. All right. Okay. Put it on about 2. For my mixer, that's about 2. Okay. See that? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. Just adding a little bit at a time there, so you can make it simple and easy to work with there. I did choose white sugar this time for the pound cake, the Louisiana homemade crunch pound cake. Normally I use the light brown sugar. I chose the white one this time because it's going to have the pecans in there, and it's going to have the coconut, so that's, you know, enough color in my opinion for brownness. So just use the white, because brown sugar tends to tint the color of the cake. Okay. So now we're going to increase the speed, and we're going to come back in about 7 minutes, and then we're going to start adding our eggs. Okay, so now we're at the point where we're going to be adding our eggs in one at a time. Alright, so turn that on about to 2 again. just want to do that to allow it to incorporate, enough time to incorporate each egg. Okay. See that? Let me tilt it down a little bit. There we go. Alright. See it now, yeah. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Starting to come together really good. That done. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. Okay, now we're back, and I wanted to stop the machine and show you exactly what the eggs, butter, and sugar look like, okay, before I add the flour and the milk, alternating between the dry and the liquid. Okay, I'm going to spread down the sides as well, so I can make sure I have everything already down on the sides there. Okay. So now we're going to start adding our dry and liquid. Now this part is very important. I have taken the 1 cup of buttermilk and the ½ cup of sour cream and combined it in here, okay? And I also took the flavorings that I showed you earlier and put that in here, so all the liquids are together, okay? So you don't have to alternate back and forth. Just put them in there together and stir them in together, okay, for this particular cake. And any other pound cake or cake that you're putting, it's advisable that you do that as well. Put your liquids together. It comes out better to me when I'm making cakes. I find that it's much easier. I find that it's much easier, and it's less work, and it's less time when you combine your liquids together, okay, and your dry ingredients as well. Okay, so I just wanted to share that little tip with you before we get started. Okay, all right. It'll be a little thick in terms of the liquid, but it's okay. So just buttermilk, you know, and sour cream. And sour cream is thick and it's thick by itself, so. Scrape that down because of the thickness of the sour cream and the buttermilk combined. You want to get all that out of there. I like to clean as I go. It makes it simple and easier for me. And of course, our last addition. Finally, we're going to add the last bit of flour, ending with our dry ingredients. Okay. Okay, now we're at the point where we are finished with everything mixing in terms of the cake itself. The last thing we're going to do is add in the coconut, okay? And just gonna basically put it like that. So I'm gonna save some of this for later. Just about a little quarter cup. This is a full cup, so I used some of this inside of the cake pan. I lined it with that. I used some in here, and I'm using maybe, let's be precise, 1/4 of a cup for the topping. Okay. Like I say, you'll get a chance to see all of this. And this is the crushed pecans here. Use some of that. Save about, what is that, 1/8 of a cup of the pecans. Okay, reserve that for later. And I'll show you guys all of that. And I'm not going to whip this into the cake batter. I'm going to fold it, because I find that if you fold it in, it works better. Okay, and you don't have to worry about it clumping up on you in the cake and in the mixer as well. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're going to be folding this part here into the batter. Okay, hope you can see that. Make sure. Okay, all right, there we go. You can see it's going to fold it in there. Just fold it all the way down to the bottom. Not necessarily stirring, it's already been whipped enough. Okay. Just reaching to the bottom, pulling up, and folding. Just folding. Okay. Until you can get well incorporated into the batter. Okay, and that's your coconut and your crushed pecans in there. All right, so all right, looks good to me. So like I said, I don't want to do it too much. Okay, all right, so now we're going to pour this batter into the prepared cake pan, and I'm going to show you how I did the cake pan. Right quick, give you a snapshot of that. Okay, and see how that looks inside. Let me see if I can get a good angle. This kind of off here. Okay, all right, that's the coconut and the crushed pecans that lines the inside of the cake pan. And I did spray it with Baker's Joy prior to putting that inside. Okay? All right, so we're gonna pour the cake in here. Let's see if I can get it down a little bit more. There. around as you go. Haven't did anything wrong. I'm just going to pull the center back away from the cake away from the center here a little bit. Okay, because of the pecans and the coconut. All right. All right. Now we're gonna put this in the oven. Okay, and we'll be back to show you what it looks like. Okay. All right. Okay, we're back. I wanted to show you guys. I took a picture of the cake in the cake pan, but I wanted to make sure I let you all see this part. This is where the cake gets flipped. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 So this is what it looks like. Okay. Fresh out of the oven. I let it cool for about 10 to 15 minutes. So I'll give you a close-up look at that. Okay. All right. I haven't put the frosting on there just yet because it's still a little too warm. But I'm gonna add that on there and take some pictures, of course, and let you guys see how that part turned out. Okay, but the smell is heavenly. I must say, that coconut and the pecans, oh my gosh, I can only imagine what this is gonna taste like once it really cools down. Okay, I wanted you all to see that before I take it to my sister and let her have her way with her cake, her Louisiana homemade, make sure I say that, Louisiana homemade crunch pound cake. Okay, Louisiana homemade crunch pound cake. All right, and when I get where I'm going, I'll share that with you all. Okay. All right. And that's just the crushing of the roasted pecans. Okay. Thank you again for joining me here on Diane's Decorating and More. Hope you enjoy this video. Hope it can give you a few tips as to what you can do with your homemade crunch cake. Okay, and leave a comment. Let me know how yours turned out if you tried this cake. All right, once again, thank you guys for tuning into my channel today. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Blessings. Hello everyone. I did promise you that I was going to come back and show you the finished cake. Okay, and this is it right here. As you can see, I put the icing on top, and I have also put the coconut and the pecans on top as well. And I have cut it. Okay, and I'm going to take a slice here just to show you guys exactly how this lovely cake turned out. I'll turn it that way. Okay. Alright. Now comes the big part, guys. Okay. We're going to taste this cake. And I'm going to taste it for you. How about that? Okay. So let me see here. Well, it's moist. I can tell that. Very soft, and the smell, oh my God, the smell of, oh, heavenly. Oh yes. This is another one for the books. You have to get this recipe, okay? You taste it, and you make it. Leave a comment. Tell me exactly how it turned out for you. Okay? Leave a comment also for me. Tell me what you like about the video. And what you think I should change. If there's anything to change. I welcome your comments. I thank you for stopping by my channel today. Diane's Decorating and More. Hope you have a blessed and wonderful day. Bye-bye now. See you next time.